What's going on, guys? Mark here. We're going to talk some Jeremiah Love and if you should draft him or not draft him. Love is currently going in about the mid second round, sometimes late second round. Around there, you're going to have Saquon Barkley, yes, or you're going to have Chase Brown, yes, over Jeremiah Love. That's my first quick opinion. Are you going to the real question is, do you want to draft Jeremiah Love this year? I lean no, but let's go ahead and get into some of the details and the facts here, and I'll try to be quick. So, the Cardinals they ranked 23rd in scoring and second to last in rushing last season. So, and this year doesn't look like they improved much in terms of that's going to change drastically. Oh yeah, sure, Love's going to get some catches, but okay, is he going to be, top of the ranks? No. Compared to, like I said, Barkley or Chase Brown, who are a more consistent team basis and stuff. There's also a committee there. They picked up Tyler Algier, who was supposed to be their main running back before Jeremiah Love and that bad pick that they made in the draft. Then you have James Conner. Can he stay healthy? We'll see. And then you have Trey Benson as well, are all on the roster. So there's more concerns around the goal line work and early down carries. Chances are Jeremiah Love's going to earn that right. However, it's what are the Cardinals doing, right? So they have a brand new head coach and OC, Mike LaFleur and Nathaniel Hackett. They've never worked together. This is the first time that they are working together, and they have to build their own chemistry. They have to learn their own, pros and cons, what works, what doesn't work, and that goes with the team and the running back and stuff. This team is basically starting over in a way. They got rid of Kyler. They picked up Beck. Is Brissett going to be the quarterback, or Beck going to be the quarterback? Both have their own different advantages and disadvantages of the other. It's like the quarterback situation is unsettled, but that doesn't mean Jeremiah he could benefit from that as well too, which is nice. So going into last year, the same hype was on Ashton Jeanty, who was going, I think, a little bit higher than about the same, give or take. And he had a disappointing first year in terms of fantasy perspective. He had some great games, especially near the end of the season, but it's do you want that again is what I'm getting at. So in redrafts, Jeremiah Love is definitely not ideal, but in Dynasty, of course, snap up Jeremiah Love in Dynasty wherever you can. So, and I'll end here on some simple facts on first-round running backs. First-round rookie running backs averaged around 240 touches per season, a number that ranked 21st at the position in both 24 and 25. That's basically a mid-floor RB2 at best. So is that an RB1 production that you're going to spend a round 2 pick on? I lean no. Since 1970, only 8 out of 184 first-round rookie running backs scored more than 240 fantasy points. That's just 4% of all first-round running backs who truly paid off as early fantasy picks. That's 96% chance that it's not going to be good, right? So even Bijan Robinson's highly praised rookie year in 23, 214 carries for almost 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 58 catches, only ranked RB17 in points per game, falling short of elite expectations for top 10 pick. So it's your call. Draft Jeremiah Love or don't draft Jeremiah Love.